Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I thought it was Friday night, but now it's Friday. It was Thursday night, and now it's Friday. I was a little confused. How you doing, guys? You know why I was confused? Because why would I want to see this? Guys, who wants to see this? Like, is Gypsy's baby the only baby that takes a dump? Is that the only is that healthy? I heard that it was peanut butter. That kind of looks like SHIT, but why do I need to see it? Maybe I was eating. Maybe what? Why is Gypsy trying to prove that her baby shits or that she cleans up the shit? I'm I'm confused why that is a unique thing and why we got to see that up close and personal. I mean, there's a lot of people that have kids, right? Even the Frankies didn't show that literal shit. Even like the Broom family didn't show that literal shit. Even like the shitty of the shittiest families didn't show that literal. But Gypsy wanted to make sure to share that. You know why? Because Gypsy's got her kinks. Her kinks! Her kinks. She might have saved that for a rainy day. You never know with Gypsy Whore. Gypsy. You never know. Guys, what's going on here? I mean, seriously, is she so friggin' desperate that she's going to humiliate her daughter like that? So that, 10 years from now, somebody's going to come up to Aurora on a playground and say, your mom put up this picture of you. Look at this. You think that that's in her best interest? Because according to you, and you've said it, the internet is forever. So when you're acting stupid and doing stupid shit, literally, it might have been yours. I mean, do you not think of your kid and what's going to happen with your kid 10 years from now? Do you not think of your kid at all? That's the question. Why would you do that? The only reason why you would do that is to show that you clean up after your kid. The problem with that is that you're filthy dirty yourself. Because, see, somebody sent me that. All right, guys, so let me read this. So somebody sent this to me. Let me read it to you. I believe I've seen it before, but somebody just resent it. So let me read it to you. So my client said that would brag all the time about what she did to her mom and how she orchestrated it. She would also talk about the fact that she had X with her boyfriend right next to her mom's body. Said it was the best X she's ever had right next to her, and how hot it was. She also said that while she was there, she was very actual with a lot of women. That's in prison. She was not at all anything special there. If anything, she was not treated well. They used her for whatever they wanted. She also had bad hygiene. Gypsy whore, did you? And the person said, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. You sure this 100% real? And the person wrote back, she did time at the same place. That's what she said. She's nothing special, so doesn't have reason to lie. So the person doesn't have reason to lie. I told her she should write a book with some of the stories she told me about that place. So this person had a friend or somebody they knew that was incarcerated with Gypsy. And, yeah, they said that, and can you believe it? Because with Gypsy's kink, does anything, would you put anything past her? It wouldn't surprise me at all if she got off right next to her mom's unalived body. As sick as that sounds. But then again, Gypsy's walking around the internet with a bunch of SHIT on her arm, supposedly, too. Like, who does that? And she's calling Nick a bunch of names. Nick, her hero, who's now doing life. So I don't put anything past Gypsy. I'll tell you what, the bad hygiene, totally buy into that. Totally buy into that. And I believe that because I've been saying in every place you've ever been that we've seen you live in, there is nothing but a mess behind you. You are a slob, Gypsy. I have called you a slob since you got out of prison and I saw your masterpiece of house cleaning. You don't do it. There is nothing. You're a lazy person that is just trying to find one thing that you're good at, and the only thing that you managed to achieve and get away with and have success at was unaliving your mom. So I fear a career in this, Gyps. I mean, when you are so desperate that you've got to show the world that you clean up after your daughter, or that you have enough sense to clean up, it looks like peanut butter, honestly, in the car seat. I believe that's what it is. How is that not all over the place? How did she shit just right there? I mean, she's sitting in a car seat. It's in the corner and the side. Anything for a photo op. And here we go again. Here's the problem again. You don't want us to comment. You put it out there for the whole world to see, and you don't want us to comment. We're just supposed to see shit, eat our dinner with the shit, and not comment at all like you're something special. You're not. You're not. And I'm pretty sure Ken has seen that you're not. And I'm pretty sure Ryan probably ain't going to take you back at this point. I'm pretty sure that you'll find somebody who's as warped and sick as you. But I think your days of I think like the days of people seeing you as the gypsy that you once were to them, you kind of killed that picture. That picture is no longer there, and they see you for exactly who you are, which makes them, I'm sure, question poor Nick. Like, man, they must have huge apologies for Nick, because you managed to screw up a lot of things, and now people are seeing it firsthand, seeing what it takes and what you will do for attention, and you have no shame. No shame at all. Guys, she's talking to Bree, right? On this one that Becca is talking about. She's talking to Bree, and she's pledging her love to Ken to Bree. Publicly for the whole world to see, because Ken apparently don't want to hear the shit no more. So Gypsy's going to say it to Bree online for the whole world to see, that so that Ken will get the message.
But I want you to know that, my heart is in this relationship. It always has been. And I thank you for holding me accountable for the things that I've done wrong.
Gypsy, there is more to life than loving somebody, especially when you love them in such an unhealthy way. Your actions kind of have to follow. So you just can't cry and say how your heart's going to break without that person and then go cheat on them emotionally with another person. Or when they break your heart, go ahead and find another person to marry so that you can get out of prison. I mean, like, do you see who you are to her, Ken? If you aren't going to be there for her, she's going to go. She'll go anywhere else, because she doesn't know how to cope and deal with real emotions and real feelings. She hasn't learned that yet. And you guys have not given her the chance to learn it. She spent 8.5 years in prison and still hasn't learned that shit. You think she's going to learn it anytime soon? And she's going to keep blaming everybody. And in her mind, everybody's wrong. Everybody's wrong. But she gets on Bree's Live and she pledges her love to Ken. Unbelievable. Totally ridiculous. And then, watch, listen to this. So, Gypsy's here talking about or comparing herself to the Menendez brothers. Like, what's going to happen to the Menendez brothers if they should get out? That the world's going to turn on them. Do not speak with which things you do not know, Gypsy. It's different. Their crime, your crime, two different crimes. Totally different crimes. Yeah, don't even put yourself on the level as the Menendez brothers.
And they're coming out famous already. And so, they're going to be approached for interviews. And a lot of people are going to watch and support, and then they're going to step back and be like, well, they're murderers, so why are we supporting them again? And the same cycle that happened to me is going to happen to them.
So Becca covered this and was like, Gypsy, they're not the same. Gypsy, those two men apparently were really, like, they have people saying that where you have nobody saying it except you, and you weren't even saying it at the time. But they were saying it, and they had people that they had already told. See, what they said after the fact corresponded, collaborated, went right along with, in case you don't know, with everything they said at the time when they told their cousin what was happening. But then they turned around and they said, hey, listen, regardless of anything, this isn't the way we should have handled this. And I'm sorry that we did this. I am so sorry that we did this. And one of them actually advocates in prison for prisoners. And the other one's done a lot of work too. Now, I'm not to say that these guys didn't get in any kind of trouble in prison, because they have. They've had some trouble. They've been there for 35 years. But they've done more good than bad, where Gypsy's done nothing. Just nothing but destruction. And she still can't see the difference. How do you not see the difference between good and evil? We can. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Thank God I'm not Gypsy whore. I mean Gypsy. Can you imagine? Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Thanks, guys. And guys, let's just end it with this, because it's kind of funny. Kind of funny, but disgusting. I mean, I guess it's kind of funny if you're 20 and younger. But we're gonna end it. Let's give Gyps some credit. And Lati. Lati. All right, guys. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Try to be kind. If you can't, just keep stum. Thanks, guys.
When you realize she had a blowout. Ah.